Hey, fourth graders, Mrs. A here. First of all, I want to thank all of you for responding to the last lesson in which we talked about um, passive aggressive, aggressive, and assertive. And I realized I want to apologize because I realized I didn't do a great job of explaining the difference between the passive aggressive and the aggressive, because both of them I said are they're both not respectful and unclear. So they both kind of have the same definition, but in thinking about it, I think the best way to tell the difference is things that are aggressive tend to make another person feel scared, like hitting, kicking, yelling, swearing, threatening. Those are things that tend to result in fear or intimidation, scared. Whereas passive aggressive usually just tend to make a person maybe feel sad or mad, bad. Those are things like starting a rumor about somebody or saying, I don't care, or trying to annoy them, getting others mad at them, giving the silent treatment, refusing to listen to them. Somebody also asked, what is the silent treatment? So the silent treatment is when, like, if somebody comes up to me and says, hey, Mrs. A, and I just pretend I don't even hear them. I'm actively letting them know that I'm not talking to them. Little different than ignoring. And when I'm talking about ignoring here, this is more about ignoring the situation, not ignoring the person. Silent treatment and refusing to listen are kind of like the ignoring the person. This is ignoring the fact that we're in an argument, or that I'm feeling mad. I'm just going to ignore my feelings. I'm going to ignore the problem, just hope that it goes away. That do nothing thing. And then over here we had the assertive things, talking it out, staying calm, looking for a win-win situation, listening to their point of view. My question to you is, what type do you tend to use when you're mad? Are you passive, aggressive, or assertive? And part of that may depend on who the problem is with. I know brothers and sisters tend to maybe bring out these two in us a little more. Doesn't make it right, but that's what tends to happen. What we're going to focus on more is assertiveness. The talking it out, staying calm, looking for a win-win, listening to their point of view. That's we're going to focus more on that throughout the year. But first, we're going to lay the groundwork to that, and that is empathy. And I know your teachers have already shown you a video about empathy, and we're going to follow up with that. So I am going to turn to our empathy poster here, and it says, empathy, just a reminder, is feeling or understanding what someone else is feeling. You can look at her face or body for clues, try to figure out what is his point of view or how does she feel. The bottom part of the poster is talking about compassion, which is empathy in action. How can I help? What is the kind thing to say? And remember, empathy is what makes us a community instead of just a bunch of people together in one space. Empathy is very important in problem solving, and we're going to focus kind of on this part, the what is his point of view. Another word to kind of explain someone's point of view is perspective. So today we are going to be talking about perspective, and your perspective is determined by who you are, the experiences that you had. And it's also important to understand that not everybody's perspective is going to be the same. And a lot of times we think that our perspective is the only right perspective to have, which causes a lot of arguments, which is where a lot of this stuff comes into. And understanding that someone's going to have a different perspective than us is part of empathy and very important in problem solving. So we're going to do a little activity. That's the next thing you're going to click on, in literally looking at perspective, the way you see things. And then there is an activity on the student template about perspective taking as well. So I look forward to talking with you again soon. Bye.